Hey.
Alright, welcome
Yes.
back everyone to Rising Sun chapter, I think, 9. Okay, I was one off. Alright, cool. Let's see, does anyone want to tell people what we did last time?
Previously on Rising Sun, we went to a camp. We beat up a bunch of people. Some of them die.
And then we raised the sun.
Awesome.
Yeah, we took on basically a martial society's, leader, beat fuck out of her, and gained her respect, and now she's kind of come with us on the party bus that is our progressively more full spaceship.
Well, it's one that we fought all her underlings and proved that we can actually scrap.
Yeah.
We should go raid. We should go find an imperial ship and take it.
Well,
I mean,
you say that.
The second ship, yes.
And we should take one more.
I mean, yeah,
I'm
but we
in.
need a crew for it, you know.
Well,
We just acquired one.
you just
True.
breed a crew basically is all you have to do.
I know.
I mean,
that's a lot of admin.
I know.
as long as you can run the ship by punching in somebody's skull, we should be all right.
I feel like most spaceships don't function that way, Pastor. I might be wrong, you know, but
Don't discredit the machine spirit, as they say. I think that's how they work.
I hear the machine spirit's voice.
You hear the machine spirit too?
Mighty machine spirit. What is this individual? Gay.
Real
Okay.
gay.
So yeah, you're all just kind of chilling out after your long celebratory drinks of how Chad you all are with the Crimson Clan. I guess it's morning now. Is there anything in particular you want to get out of the way before you, I guess, head back home?
Gonna go back and see how many people Yalich has convinced to join Johannes' cult.
Oh, lovely. Okay. We have a look. I'll bring you over there, actually, may as well. Okay. Well, the good news is, it seems he's convinced just about all of them. One or two fucked off because, I don't know, they just thought it was too risky to go into space, or too scared, and too pussy, but most of them are up for it, so.
Can't just breathe the air out there. I don't trust.
Yeah. You gotta bear in mind, a
allergic to
lot of
air.
these people probably were born here and know fuck all about space, because there's not much education when you're living on a rock, really, so.
We shall escape to the one place the Imperium has not touched. Space! What do you mean it's an intergalactic empire? Fuck.
Yep. Anything else you want to do before you head out? Take a
I
bath.
can't think of anything.
So basically the plan is, I may as well go over it, they're going to take their whole motor pool of vehicles and pack everything they can into that, and just depart in a nice little convoy to wherever you want to meet them at.
It's not near Baghdad, is it?
Well, I'm
Things
saying
can get
that, you
messy.
probably don't want to tell them to, like, go near where the Iron Warriors are, because they might take it the wrong way.
We need to send a message ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just what's the issue with just leaving them as they are here and then sending down ships to get them? Because we have smaller ships that we used to get up and off and on planet.
We have, shuttles, we don't have lifters. So they'd have to leave basically their entire armor pool behind.
Can we borrow one from the Iron Warriors?
I think if we went to a spaceport on the planet, yes.
Well, what you could do, just a little DM suggestion, get your Valk repaired, Go back to the Iron Warriors or go halfway there, send a radio message, and convince them to give you some heavy landers on loan, maybe. Might require a bit of persuading, because that's some valuable gear, so equipment.
I think if we... Well, we've removed a problem for them. I think we can probably bargain it that way and go, hey, you know those people who are annoying you? For just this one-time use of your lifters
For
to get them
$5.
off planet, they'll be gone.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like that could be, you know...
Yeah, we
Up
could
a bit and
we could
send us a
do that
message.
now if you want. Actually, let's repair your ship first, because I think that's pertinent.
Oh.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I will.
Ooh, tech use.
Yes.
Oh, we might need to check in on the recruitment for different cults.
Oh hell! But it's great that there's these, convenient set of spare parts around.
What tech use modifiers do I have? Because I didn't add any.
Bro. I should say you'll get your fate points and wounds back, whatever.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I do not have anything written down. However, I do have Master Engine Seer, which I believe adds degrees of success
Master
if I
Engine
succeed.
Seer, let's check
Page
that.
128.
I will gladly spend one of my infamy points to reroll your roll.
Oh,
I mean, I can do
fair.
it, but to be fair, I think I could spend some of that 3000 XP to put the last 2 levels into that.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think I've had enough time to do big braining.
Oh, Skog, you may spend
Yeah.
an infamy point to automatically succeed on a tech use skill test for
What's that,
enhancement,
Skippy?
repair,
I do that?
upgrade the machine systems, taking the minimum amount of time. That's an amazingly good talent, actually.
Swoosh, I have Master Engine Seer.
There you go, spend infamy
It's
point,
almost-
boom, you did it.
Oh yeah, I got the minimum requirements to get Master Engine Seer, then forgot to upgrade tech use after that. Genius.
Well, your ship is fully operational. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably should have done that sooner, shouldn't I? We didn't have to walk everywhere.
Well, there was still a Darude sandstorm blowing, so it would have been somewhat treacherous to fly in it.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. Pretty fair.
Yeah. Oh, you go, yeah, tech use plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy.
So yeah, it's up to you fellas what you want to do. If you want to try and head back now and just send a radio message to pick
I
these guys
I
up.
think we should use our ship's vox to message ahead and be like, hey, for 1, these guys are on their way. 2, we won. 3, can we borrow a large boy to do some lifting?
4, it's going to be real cramped on our ship from now on.
One of you make a charm test at plus 20 to convince the Iron Warriors to give you some heavy lifters.
No,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Just
Johanna will do it.
go ahead.
All right, yeah, you can. This should be funny.
So who's doing it? Me?
Yep,
Sure.
Alright.
you're the most qualified.
Party Bard.
Yeah, I'm not.
Johanna's gonna go.
So, see, like, we dealt with your problem and did all the things you wanted to do, so I think it would be real neat of you to borrow us one of your big ships so we can carry your problem away.
Beautiful. I like that.
Yeah, what you're trying to say is we have solved the problem, however, they would like to leave the planet with as much of their equipment as they can, so could we borrow one of your lifters, potentially 2 if you're feeling generous, just to shuttle them up to space, as otherwise it will take a painfully long time without a single Valkyrie.
Yeah, all of
Hey,
all of that.
broski, just help us lift. We're helping them move.
Roll a plus 30 charm test in that case.
Beautiful.
The operator is just like, roger that, invisible hand, sending 2 load, like, heavy lifters to your position ASAP. Like, they, iron keep out. They just instantly
Very
accept.
cool.
Beautiful.
Very cool.
Ziv, go stand outside with glow sticks. Make sure they know where to land.
Yes, sir.
He's outside spraying an Astrond into the air.
Yep. Yeah. Fucking hell he is.
Are warp powers affected by gravity? Are you just essentially a very, like, low-yield Death Star at that point?
Do you want to wait for them or just leave on your
I
own?
feel like we should wait just in case.
Okay.
I'm just going to head out to take.
We may need to get
Since the ship is since the Valkyrie is working now, I don't know, Johanna's just going to rest inside of it. There's air conditioning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that I fucked up when I used the tech use ability. I should have had it at tier 3, not tier 2, to get Master Engine Seer. But we're correcting that now anyway.
You have like 3,000 XP, or something.
I know,
It's
but
okay.
I've just read through it, it's like, the first one is just you know how to do it without a modifier that's negative.
Okie doke. Yeah. Eventually the lifters arrive, and with your... Ziv, do you actually want to try and guide them in?
Sure.
Okay, roll... Ooh, what would be a good skill test for this?
Navigate?
Yeah, maybe navigate.
Oh. Is
there like a sign language skill?
Wouldn't that be linguistics?
Yes. Ziv, do low Gothic at +10. I want to just see how this turns out, because this will be funny.
Sure.
Just for the meme. It's not that bad, actually, yeah. Some of them get confused because you, like, change direction as you're waving suddenly, and they're like, whoa, whoa, and they adjust course.
He gets a bit too hyped.
Yeah. But with a bit of, you know, finagling, you manage to land the 2 lifters. It's mostly just human crewmen that kind of go around and kind of just shrug their shoulders, like, you know, what do you want moving, sir?
They should be here shortly. Dust presumably is spiraling up from the horizon.
Yes, as all the vehicles just start to trundle their way down, and the crew are like,
Very
damn, that's a lot of equipment to load up.
Hey, Ursula, should we tell our ship that we're sending people up?
I think we had already done this. I hope.
Yeah, that's a point. You need to tell these boys we're actually taking all this stuff.
I'm pretty sure we had this conversation previously.
Yeah?
Okay, well.
I do not remember.
Well, you can just tell them to bring up to your ship and give them the landing bays and all that stuff.
Yes, I mean, I'm pretty sure we did this.
If we can contact our ship up in orbit via Vox, I think we've probably done that. But maybe we should do it again?
It's up to you. I'm fine with hand waving it, but alright. Yeah, you can contact Diller and just tell him they're on their way, and he will relay some particular landing base to put them in. Do you have anything you want to say to Diller before they start getting on their way? Because he doesn't really know what these things are, these people are.
We're bringing a lot of friends for a very long party.
I think Mr. Exodus would be best at having this conversation.
Oh, yes. So, it seems we have acquired some good friends from down on the surface. They're a little bit, shall I say, provincial. So, they're also a bit quick to anger. I believe they are followers of the Blood God.
Ah, I see, sir. No worries, I will put them in an appropriate area of the ship, and I will
if you could also kindly make sure those robotic fellas are far away from the Horned Lady when she arrives. I don't think she'll take particularly kind to them.
Noted. I will sequester them in their private chambers.
Excellent.
Anything else?
I believe that would be all.
Very
sort
good.
of turns
Will
to the
you
rest of
all
the
be returning to the ship soon, or staying on planet side?
Let's head back to the ship. I got some gardening to do.
Oh, actually, regarding the result of the attempted cult recruiting.
Yep.
How did that go?
Half of them joined you, half of them joined Gren's club.
Nice.
So you both got a decent share of cultists.
This is an acceptable result of the shareholder meeting.
Yeah, I agree. Good doing business with you.
Okay. Yep. Everyone starts to board the things, and after a good few hours, the heavy lifters start taking off. It depends if you want to leave now or leave before or whatever. So.
Did the Iron Warriors have anything else they needed from
I
us?
think we should arrive with the first shuttle so that we can, introduce the captain to their captain. Just,
and warn
administer
everyone
themselves.
else.
Yes. We should arrive before them, preferably.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Iron Warriors have anything else they needed us to do?
Yes. They did want to talk to you again before you left.
In that case, we may want to.
James, we should go back and meet with them. We
should probably not leave them unread.
Yeah.
We can go meet the Iron Warriors while the boys are being loaded up. That should probably take a little bit.
Yeah.
Go.
We'll tell them there's no rush to it either. So.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got Face of Fear, haven't I? I appear as a crow.
Yeah.
Huh. I forgot that. That's kind of weird because I'm a cat. I look like a bird.
A cat-crow hybrid.
Pretty sure I've seen that recently on Twitter.
Alright. Yeah, you can head back to the main citadel of the Iron Warriors. You sit down. You get all parked up. You start to walk to the citadel. And you arrive inside. And once again, it seems Goldtrax and Sobek are just chilling and in conversation over some maps and such.
Hi, we're back.
They turn over to you and he goes, I've been informed that your excursion was very successful and that the warband seems to be aboard your crew now. Is that right?
In a manner of speaking, at least, yes.
Yep, we got plenty of new playthings up there now.
Excellent.
You make that sound so very sinister, but yes.
Lord Sobek seems to have a broad smile and is like, did you manage to recruit the Scarlet Rapier, champion of Khorne, to your cause?
Well, I think we were successful in this matter, yes.
Very good. You surely have the Blood God's favor now.
Yeah, we did not before.
Alright.
I have no doubts about it.
Goldtrax just kind of beckons you forward and is like, sit yourselves down. Got a bit of a thing to discuss now. Some things are moving up in the galaxy now.
It's gonna be good to see a new PowerPoint.
Johanna is gonna usher her cultists to get ready to leave.
Yep.
Oh, this is a minor tangent. I saw a video title of "Has the Emperor come back in mainline 40k now?" Because if so, that's cringe.
I don't think he has, no. I think it's more just theory crafting.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Then.
I believe
has that happened in this setting as well? Because that would really fuck with things.
The closest thing we've gotten is that Reboot Girlyman went to his dad's chamber and had a chat. Not really a chat.
And
more like a
Lionel's back.
speaking imprint. Yeah, Lionel's
So
back.
Reboot had a monologue in his dad's room.
Well,
They did
he
have a psychic
basically-
talk with each other, and it was a pretty rough conversation.
From what I recall, he went into the chamber. The emperor managed to connect psychically with the emperor, and then he just got introduced to the thousands of years of suffering the emperor is currently under.
I'm assuming Roboot got, judged for that eldercy he has been.
He felt a very large mix of emotions from his dad, apparently. But the only thing of clarity he got was that Roboot is apparently the Emperor's last hope. So.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yep.
But I believe also his least favorite.
This is blatant Games Workshop favoritism.
I believe he did literally say, like, yeah, you were kind of the disposable one.
God damn.
Kick. At least I recognize that.
I literally calls him mid to his face.
Wow.
I
Fucking
believe
caught in a storm, essentially.
There you go. Here's the short that I gathered most of that from.
Why did he insult Gil? It's so stupid because Gilliman is in lore the most successful of the Primarchs by
Because
far.
he can't fail.
Well, he literally built his own mini Imperium. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, while telling
Look at
everyone
me,
else that they would be
Papa, I'm like
excommunicated if they did it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine, we're allowed to because we got Sanguinius to be in charge.
Yeah.
And we literally, Dad won't be angry if it's you.
Yes.
He said to Sanguinius.
But Dad, if Horus can do it, why can't I?
Yeah.
You're all fucking idiots. For some reason, I just pictured, instead of the Alphabusa voice, I just think of Guru from fucking Dragon Ball Z Brit.
Well, on to some
Yeah.
more, some hopefully better lore.
In short, Gilliman went to the chamber and got the impression that his dad just told him, "You're a giant disappointment, but you're also my last hope."
Yeah, you're the only son I've got
basically,
right
you're
now.
a
You're the only
failure.
disappointment I got.
You're a failure, but you're less of a failure than the rest.
You're the only failure I have.
Yeah.
You're a fuck up, but you're the last one I got left, so you'll do.
It still annoys me, at least in the canon as I know it, that Girly Man. No, not Girly Man. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm thinking of Calgar. Never mind. Yeah, Girly Man. Did the thing where he was like, "Okay, what's that? Your legion got like, I think reduced by I want to say 70% in the Siege of Terra, and you want to keep it as one unit for like sentimental reasons, if nothing else." Well, that's bad. Meanwhile, ignore my empire.
Yeah, the whole splitting them up in chapters thing has always been a bit dumb.
I mean, the splitting them into chapters makes sense, but doing it as a mandatory on basically pain of heresy.
I mean, a lot of them
Yeah.
just hand wave it anyway. Like the Dark Angels can just call all their successors together and be a legion if they wanted.
the
So
Black
can the Space
Templars.
Wolves. So can like all of them. Really, it's like, bro. It's an on-paper
Considering
rule.
Dawn had
in
what, like
theory, kind of.
20 people left after the heresy. He's now up to how many in the fleets?
I mean, you got the Imperial Fists, you've got the
Crimson Fists,
Crimson Fists, you've
White
got
Templars,
the
White Templars. Don't forget about them.
Yeah, you had the Soldrings for a bit. Maybe. Depends.
They're
how
definitely not Emperor's children.
Oh
Yep.
god.
There's also there's a bunch. Like there are probably more success chapters from Imperial Fist than anyone else.
So I believe we're getting on a tangent.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's
I was just gonna say, oh no, is the Emperor back? Is this the news?
no. We're still in the old canon anyway for this game, so it's fine.
Good. Is it the one that doesn't have Matt Ward involved at all?
Well, Matt Ward's probably around, but I'm not addressing it right now. So
He's around inset. He's around inset, and we have to find him. And stuff.
I say
Yeah,
before
the
he
end
He's
of
fucking up the
Before he
Necrons. He's making them stronger.
well,
He is like the 40k Mr.
stronger.
Spitlick.
he's basically either Kato Sicarius or he's Kaldor Drago. One of those is Matt Ward. Like,
A Wardian creation.
yeah. Right. So yeah. Anyway, this is before 13th Black Crusade, like the old one. So Right. Anyway, Goltrax gestures you all forwards and points at the big EU4 map, and here's the state of the galaxy. Let me just get it. Where is it? Ah. There you go. Okay, so you guys are there. Goltrax informs you that his Grand Battalion has been planning for some time, as you probably guessed, because it's not exactly a big secret on their world. They're planning on moving much of their force and leaving a token defense behind on Araxis. And the rest of his battalion is going to move out and make preparations for the big crusade that Abaddon's been talking about recently. The 13th one, in fact.
This time,
things will be different.
definitely.
And what he's thinking of doing, personally, is doing a bit of his own excursion away from where Abaddon and the other legions are going to be kind of amassing in other warbands. And really try and fuck over these, like, Galactic North sectors. So, you know, while the main push is coming around the Eye of Terror, there'll be chaos in the north as well, thanks to the Iron Warriors and probably some other warbands that'll be joining them. So, you guys get to be a part of this campaign if you wish.
Yay.
Because you have a light cruiser and some... Well, now you've got even more warriors on board for doing ground things as well, so...
Yeah, we could. It would also be hilarious if we just went over to... What does Abaddon even have, like, a home base world? He just goes fleet-wise.
He's mostly fleet-based. He just kind of chills on his capital ship. I imagine he has a few holdings in some worlds for, like, resources and shit,
So
but...
we could just pull the scumbag move, wait until all the other people move Galactic South, and then knock over their houses.
Just make this even more fucked up.
Sorry, I think I forgot to say BRB. General gist of what he's been saying?
Okay.
We were still mostly on the tangent, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be joining Goltrax and his boys. They are planning on launching their own little kind of mini campaign up in the Galactic North around these sectors. Along with other warbands and other people that want to join in that they know. While your boy Abaddon is going to launch his big 13th Black Crusade that he's been talking about. It's going to be good this time.
Yep.
And he's planning to launch it from the Eye of Terror.
What was that, sorry?
Is he planning to launch it from the Eye of Terror?
More or less, because I think that's... I need to do some more reading on it, but I think most... Well, actually, the other Black Crusade during the Gothic Wars, I forget the number, was all the way up here in the Gothic sector. I don't think the map lists it, but it was like somewhere around there was kind of where the Gothic Wars happened. So, really a Black Crusade could occur anywhere they want to amass their forces, I suppose. But I believe the 13th in the Old War was around the Eye of Terror, so, yeah.
Yeah, I do seem to remember at least. Because felling off the Cadian Gate is sort of the, I guess, the monumental shift.
That's like the main goal, because it provides a more stable warproof for all the bullshit to come out of the Eye of Terror, basically. Provides a gateway, essentially.
I have to say, Lord Goldtrax, it's quite a brilliant strategy from the Great Despoiler. The Imperium will never expect the main force to go through the Cadian Gate.
Goldtrax chuckles a little bit. Your suggestion says, yeah, it is rather an obvious ploy, but there's a certain strength in going for a well-planned attack. But
utterly ingenious, just like the last few times.
But I tell you, I'd probably tweak some things here and there, you know, if I was in charge, but regardless.
I mean, there's a reason why he's in charge.
Oh, there is. He's the most charismatic of all of us, it seems. But People just.
Oh, I
like
meant
what he
because
says.
he's a genius, of course. He's got that massive, blessed brain.
As my gene father used to say on Istvan, never let a good tragedy go to waste.
Is this what every single like war meeting is in the?
Band.
It's just everyone
I mean-
ripping the absolute piss out of Abaddon because he's completely incompetent.
I mean, this is Chaos in a nutshell. They're all a bunch of independent fuckwits. They're just kind of got their own schemes.
Remember, the only reason anyone follows Abaddon is because he's strong.
And he's
Yeah,
got a
I
big
mean-
demon,
sword.
fancy demon sword that can, the demon sword that can actually hurt the Emperor.
He
from
has
Tower of the Forest.
prestige and swag as Horus's heir. He's blessed by all four gods. And according to some books and lore, he has a certain magnetic personality as well that kind of helps.
Allegedly.
I
Allegedly.
think it's literally
I
everyone's like, let's see, wait for it. He's about to do something really stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, if I had like this is discussed the same way like people discuss like the Office party being poorly managed. Like, why the fuck are we going go-karting in January for the Christmas party? We're all going to be half pissed.
Mhm.
I'm
It's the
freezing our
kind
nuts
of
off.
band- It's the kind of bands you get when you have like the heir to like this genius fucking CEO in the company, and you're like at the fucking office Christmas party, and he's about to do something like fascinatingly odd, like investing all of a certain section's funding into like crypto, and then that crypto fails within like a week. It's
I think it's more
him
like let's take
insisting
him.
on another crypto again.
Let's take him to the office party and see if we can convince him drunkenly to jump down the stairs.
Yeah.
Abby, how about you fly a Blackstone Fortress into Cadia? I bet you will.
You won't do it, no balls.
No balls.
No matter.
It's legitimately fucking that.
He's
And
just,
I reckon
he's
there's
just a
just as many
chav.
bands.
He's just a space chav.
Awful.
Abby, you should totally start the Black Crusade at Cadia. That's fucking dumb. Do it or no.
I imagine like with his fucking warband, that is the fucking drunk activity. Who can convince Abby
It's just a pub
to
crawl.
sponsor new
Galactic pub crawl.
That's Chaos Black Crusades, yeah.
Johanna raises a hand.
We're planning the greatest piss up with the boys the galaxy's ever seen. Fuck's sake.
Wake up the next day.
Honestly, this is way better than most 40k lore that we've come up
Where the fuck is Cadia? Just wake up the morning after. Wait, where did we park Cadia?
Yeah, oh man.
Is that a Blackstone Fortress?
Johanna will raise her hand, intending to ask a question.
Yeah.
What's Cadia?
This planet here, darling. And he just kind of points at Cadia.
Yes, home, sweet home, like I said.
You're from there, Seth?
Oh yes.
Why is it called a wall? It's a planet.
It's a fortress.
But it's a
It's like
planet.
Yeah, but the planet is
It's
basically
a
a
shithole.
fortress. I
It's
guess you
always
could
been a
say
shithole.
it. That,
It's
but,
just a very
but it's my
strategically
shithole.
placed
It's my shithole.
I don't want to think about that, Ziv. I don't want to think
I
about
really
that.
wish you would rephrase
Not
that,
like
son.
that, damn you.
I know you're a follower of Nurgle, but that's a bit crass.
A bit crap. Look, you know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alright.
Well, I wish it the best of luck. Hope he doesn't mess it up too bad before he has to retreat.
I have a question about Sim's character.
So,
Will he be happy or sad when Cadia fucking explodes?
He'll be really fucking sad.
But here's the thing.
He's gonna go into depression.
Here's the
and then
thing
he's gonna
I-
have to find himself again.
Here's the thing I don't think I've mentioned. Is it going to explode? Dun dun dun.
Aw, shit.
We're in our own
Yeah.
canon now. So.
Oh.
And then Treason the Infinite comes in with the steel chair.
Parries the Blackstone Fortress.
Tracy the Infinite doesn't exist in this
Treason the
timeline.
Infinite steals the Blackstone Fortress.
Just cuts to him like driving it erratically through the galaxy. Whee!
He's got the payday crew with him.
I'm just imagining him like fucking.
Also,
Someone stacks
this
it and
will-
accidentally hits Ulfway.
I've always wondered.
This
I've
will
always-
make an excellent addition to my collection.
So I've always wondered about something when it comes to Necrons.
Yeah.
You know what? You know the depictions of their ships, right? Their ships, right? They're supposed to be like planet-sized, right?
Some of them
varies.
are. The world engines are, but a lot of their other ships are just big discs or
All of-
pyramid things. Like,
Yeah, that's-
Because my question was going to be, usually in art they're depicted as pyramids. So I was just wondering if like their ships, which are usually described as being like inside of planets, like tomb worlds or whatever. I was just wondering if the fucking planet just fucking Transformers thing and turns into a pyramid.
Wasn't there like a Necron moon ship or
yeah, the
something at some
world
point?
engine.
The
That
Necron
was like a
Unicron.
one-off thing they had. So.
if I remember correctly, there is a convenient Pinterest link that
Yeah.
isn't actually at all useful. They've
It
changed
was kind of
it.
like their own Death Star, basically. It was-
They had the
Oh.
tomb ships, which like the big boys, and they
Yeah, I
I'd say
can.
they're meant to be like half a mile across or something. They're not massive because they are still surface to orbit vessels, and as a result, they have to actually have some degree of aerodynamics.
Yeah, I'll
Also,
get
if
some.
I remember correctly, it's the Shroud class ships were the ones that actually landed on Mars. Fuck you and your canon.
I'll get some pictures up of them later so you can see.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry to.
No, it's all good. This is
I'm
what
not
we're
sorry
here
to
for, the
interrupt.
lore and exposition, this bit anyway, so...
Just
So
like-
yeah, Goldtrax's thing is, yeah, he's gonna launch a campaign in the Northern Sector, primarily around Zaniniad, whatever the fuck that name is, and a little bit of raids into Calixtus and Scarus, and so forth. And his primary plan to start off is to take this world called Parros, and he wants you guys to help him with it. Do I have some details about Parros here?
Why do I have a certain kind of serendipity hearing that name?
It's
Arrow.
very odd.
Arrow.
There's some art of Parros and some little details about them, including their military force.
For some reason, it makes me think about.
Uh,
No, I can't remember now.
Can you see all that? Like, read it.
I can see it. I can read it.
Oh yes.
No.
Wasn't this?
He
I think it
basically
was a-
just brings this up on the hololith level data thing about the
Could
little bit
I
about the world.
try
itself.
to make a knowledge check to see if I recall anything happening on Theros during the Horus Heresy?
Yes.
It's Parros, right? With a P.
Yeah, P-A-R-O-S.
Yeah.
Fair.
So you can use a Pharos, such as Pharos.
Yeah, I was thinking Ferris.
Yeah.
Manus.
Do I recall the great bra moment that is the what happened to the
Well,
beacon?
As it turns out, Stu has been pronouncing it in a weird way to make it sound like the Horus Heresy planet. But it's not
Right.
actually the same planet, no.
I see.
It's spelled a bit differently as well. So no, this is not where the bra moment happens. This is some other world.
That's
this-
good. I was about to say, bring your bug spray.
Yeah. Yeah, this world doesn't seem to have much relevance during the heresy. It was possibly a non-compliant world or just some backwater that no one gave a fuck about. It's hard
Gotcha.
to say. History gets murky the further back you go, so... but yeah, he can tell you some details about Parros. It is kind of an imperial world, but also like it has a good tourism industry because there's some very lovely beaches and scenic areas along the coast. some nice mountains and rivers and all that cool stuff. But the planet also has a shit ton of natural resources. A lot of fucking oil and promethium. A lot of rare metals and iron and steel and all that stuff. Whatever the 40k name for that shit is, but you know what I mean. Doesn't really have much industry, but it has a little bit to sustain itself. It's more just resource extraction and tourism is the primary role of this world. So, the Imperium doesn't have much security or anything else here. So this world would probably be fairly easy to take, though it does have a fairly significant amount of orbital, anti-orbital, surface to orbital, I guess, defenses is what you would call it. So like stuff that kill ships in orbit, like macro cannons and all that good stuff. And a pretty potent shield generator over the capital and a few other strategic areas.
Ooh, marvelous.
So, while there is a fairly light defense fleet and a light garrison, which he's going to talk about in a sec, the actual like fortress and defenses there are quite good and would probably hurt a lot of the Iron Warrior ships if they were to try and, you know, bombard them from orbit and cause a lot of collateral. So his plan is his fleet will get ready and slowly approach Parros. You guys, if you're willing to accept it, are going to be infiltrators.
Traitors?
I've been waiting for this.
You're going to sneak down onto the planet, making up some kind of cover story. Thankfully, you have a ship that looks fairly imperial for the most part, so you could probably come up with something like road traders or
Just
whatever.
paint over the stars of chaos we've had on the outside.
Get down there and see if you can turn off the fucking shields and macro cannons in the fortress. Then you can send
that
out...
sounds like fun.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
you can keep your ship running silent in nearby in the system. Johanna can probably, as your most powerful psyker, send out an email to your ship, and then they can relay another email to the Iron Warriors fleet waiting nearby out of system, and come in and help secure the stuff for you. That's his plan. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
I like it.
Yep. How you do it is completely up to you. He gives you full discretion in any resources that you need to accomplish it.
I rolled intelligence to see if Johanna understood any of that, and yeah, she did.
Awesome. Yep.
I'm gonna have to say, raise your hands if your character is gonna be really bad at any form of stealth that requires looking normal. Looking at you, Ziv.
Fair. I will try, though. As long as I can
Looking
use a
at
helmet.
Gozu, looking at myself.
As long as I can wear a helmet. Okay.
Why don't we just use the rogue trader thing again?
You'll have
Rogue
to
trader
leave
thing again.
Nostrand behind.
The
Well,
Rogue Trader is a good cover
okay,
story,
fair.
honestly.
I'll have to leave the Terminator armor behind anyways. But
I
the
can
chainsaw.
just have the paintwork touched up, I'll be fine.
Well, there is always the Mentors chapter of the Adeptus Astartes, who specialize in deploying with very small contingents to different worlds.
Do we just cosplay as Deathwatch kill teams and just hope that no one's met one before?
Oh, can I do the
suppose I
class
could
line?
masquerade as a Mentos.
I legitimately think that Johanna could probably pass as a kind of schizophrenic inquisitor.
Oh god.
That would be beautiful.
Because you can be the inquisitor leading the party, and then you've got your, hey, we heard there was maybe a problem that might be a planet. We brought these free.
The
Look,
reverse.
Nice.
Well, let's play a game. Put your hands up if you've met the Death Watch. Cozy puts his hand up. Just me. Just me.
Oh, no, I actually have several relics of theirs.
Have you met them though?
I'm actually a long-standing member of the organization.
Are you implying he's a blood raven?
Actually, a long-standing member of the Deaf One.
So the only two people here who have met them is someone who was born on Terra and Captain Tea Leaf over there.
Hello, chair, and hello,
What
Richards.
is a Death Watch? Or do you mean like when somebody stands watch until they die?
Yeah, what's a Death Watch?
Vicious bastards, specialise in dealing with aliens.
Well, I'm not
Which I also hate aliens, so it works out.
Forgot to change the music.
Dan.
Imagine a more special kind of Adeptus Astartes, specialized in killing aliens.
But not as special as the Green.
Oh.
You keep
I didn't know
using
it
that. You
was
keep
Astartes.
using that like way to talk about what's an Adeptus Astartes.
I'll point at. I'll point. We'll both point at each other.
We'll do the Spider-Man.
Oh, Space Marine.
They used to drill
Posh
us
word
in
for it.
this every now and then. That's called Astartes.
It's the High Gothic word for it.
Astartes?
Astartes. Astartes.
Ah, Astartes.
Astartes. Even I don't know.
Astartes.
Astartes.
Ugh, I don't like that one.
Astartes.
That sounds
No.
horrible.
Astartes.
Astartes?
Adeptus Dutertes with the anti-drug division of the Space Marine.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Freeze
If
FBI.
I'm gonna be any
DEA, get on the ground.
The DEA.
We found a drug down on this planet, so we exterminate.
Walter, put your bolter away, Walter. It all comes back to Breaking Bad.
I like the Inquisitor part. The Inquisitor plan. The Inquisitor plan is funny and bound to fail. I love it.
I can actually dig it.
Look,
I'm in.
it's probably gonna go better than when we tried it in the reverse, when we had to pose as heretics, and I'm like, I'm a commissar. This isn't going to work. I'm gonna stay in the van.
I have to say, why can't we just, act as inquisitorial acolytes? Usually Inquisitors are a bit aloof.
Touched.
Yes,
but
you're
I wanna
Are you
wear the
saying
fun
they
man.
have what? Are you saying they have autism?
We can
Yes.
just say we're there on the
I
behalf
can
of the
see
Holy
that.
Orders.
I wanna wear the coat. I wanna wear the coat.
Everyone will get to wear the coat. Calm down.
I do like how this
Now,
will
what
just.
coat are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure we killed an Inquisitor at one point, so he should have all of his shit still.
Check the loot bin. It's just a big, it's like a standing washing bin full
know,
of random crap.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, and that is exactly what the Traveler's Chest turns into, the fucking loot bin. It's like, all this
Yeah.
trash.
Have a rummage and see what fucking LARP gear we can find. This
Yeah.
I'm not willing to sell this, so I'm just gonna keep it in the chest.
Yeah. Well, the way I do it past is I'm like, I'll sell this at some point when I can find a fucking merchant, so I'll just shove it in the camp chest for now. It's just like so.
Yeah.
That is one bad thing about that game, as an atrocious like inventory UI for sorting
Yeah.
things and stuff.
It has the divinity you.
Yeah. It's not
which is,
great.
I think, in turn based on Ultima.
It's kind of the new Vegas rules. You might need to spruce up some things with mods.
Yeah. Also, swapping
Which will
party
be
members.
easier down the line,
is-
that's the worst part.
I
as
hate
they,
swapping party members in that game as well. Sorry, it's a bit of a tangent, but seriously, it's like, hey, elf man, go sit in camp. Oh, do I have to? Yes, fuck off. I need to bring someone else now.
They do get kind of wide when you actually just tell them.
This
Same
is when I have the problem with the third age, because you have 6 party members,
Mhm.
and if you want to use all of them, it really limits you, because it's like, okay, we kind of always need the elf for the eternal healing.
Yeah, you always need it.
Kind of want Berethor to get Bill, so he can use all of his massive aura abilities. So that means you're cycling out one character constantly.
And in Baldur's Gate, because they're all whinging, that's just what you get when your entire party is comprised of sex weirdos.
Yeah, and like
Fair,
I'm always
fair.
stuck
There's
with
one
Shadowheart
exception.
because she is the healer character, basically. It's like, I
you
can't
don't
not bring
bench
her.
your healer unless you're doing a mission that requires nothing bad happening.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically speaking, isn't she the least, like, weed sex thing?
She's probably one of the better characters. Well, we'll get into this after the game. This is the whole tangent.
Question.
Should
Should I mix up some diseases?
We're talking about a game
Sounds
within a
good to
game
me.
now. It's like Inception.
They're coming batches of 5, and I've got chemistry at the air, so...
Alright, so yeah, as I was saying, you gonna probably do a reverse Dark Heresy or Rogue Trader thing where you disguise yourselves. You also have Surgeon on board, you have disguise experts on board, you have fabricators. You'll probably come up with something which we'll do in downtime, I'm sure. He's going to brief you on the military of the world, which I've put in the document. They are volunteers because this is a democratic planet where they have elections and nice things like that.
Okay, does more than one person run in these elections?
Yes, there's multiple parties, in fact.
Actually, that's very good for us, because you know what?
Yep.
It's not a dictatorship. It's not very Imperium. No, very
Gozy will look over to Ziv, and suddenly something will click. Citizen Ziv.
Citizen K. Let's see.
Johanna will inquire about what pleasure world means.
A place where either rich people or people that need leave and relaxation can go to. So, like, soldiers that are veterans and have a bit of standing can go there if they're having PTSD to chill out for a year or two, basically. So, yeah.
It's a planet littered with lazy dregs.
Yeah.
Also, probably prostitution.
Almost certainly.
The Emperor's Petri dish. I look down on the plans like someone looking at a garden to serve.
A lot of white tiles around for some reason.
It's kind of like a holiday planet in a way, like a resort. So
Like Butlins.
yeah.
Let me take it.
The Florida planet.
Imagine if in the middle of like 1917 there was just like, well, here's your leave papers, and it just cuts to like Bognor Regis for like 10 minutes, and then it cuts back to the trench.
Oh god.
You've got 5-second leave. Best of luck.
Is that? I see, hon. Interesting image you got there.
I love the descriptions for this on the table I use for creating the regiment, by the way. Who needs bayonets when you can turn night into day through sheer volume of last shots?
Nice.
So, yes, it's the, we shall fill the sky with lasfire, then we shall fight you in the light, I guess?
Yeah.
It
doesn't really work as well, does it?
It looks like a fucking J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
Yeah. Or like that bit in Attack of the Clones where they're going through the sandstorm and all the clones are just firing these blue bolts as they walk into the
Is this
dust
another
storm.
fucking desert planet?
Yeah, but it's a nicer one that's not rocky.
Oh, it's an
and
oasis
supposed-
planet, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Dubai.
Yes.
In
Okay, I
space.
based this.
Planetary Dubai?
I based this partly on like Dubai, Israel, and Greece. That was my inspirations for this planet.
Oh no, we're gonna get fired upon when we come into all.
Oh no, the US.
So
Stop right there, citizen. Let this missile pass.
I have to ask, Lord Galtrax, how valuable are the how much do you care about collateral damage, to put it bluntly?
Well, sometimes some eggs get broken when you make the omelet, but that being said, try and at least not hurt anything too valuable. Don't kill too many civilians because it's usually bad for business when you're trying to occupy a world, but hey, if they get in your way, put them down. It's always middle of the road approach, you know?
Don't you worry, we will keep the critical infrastructure intact.
Sounds
Ensure it remains defensible.
So, rest of the stuff about these guys, they have heavy armor, because they're billed as a heavy infantry unit. Specialize in ranged. They're not the most disciplined bunch, because, well, they have democracies and stuff, and this is a backworld planet, so there's not a pressing need to be in the best shape possible. So, they have specialized lasguns. They have a variant of the what's the triplex pattern? That's it. They have
nice.
triplex pattern lasgun, which is pretty nice. Their own domestic license of it. They consider themselves the best of the best. They have a bit of an ego because they're very, very well funded and have the best gear the money can buy. So, yeah. Oh yeah, they wear carapace as well. I think I mentioned that. So.
They have prep school soldiers?
Yeah, basically.
Oh dear.
So, is there mainly one central hive? Are there several?
There's one big city. Hold on a sec. They have, one main city and a few smaller, like, towns, settlements, industrial places, resorts, and stuff. So it's mostly centralized in their one capital. So
I see.
So you can see how this might be an easy target for you.
Yes.
It's almost like they picked out this planet.
Go down to the planet, turn off the shields, and then commence the bombardment.
No, go down to the planet, convert them all to Slanesh in like 5 seconds.
Well, as you say that,
wait for a rift to be torn open.
Lord Sobek, I'm just going to turn back to the room. Lord Sobek puts a hand on your shoulder, Ziv.
Oh.
It says,
"What?
You have some wisdom, young Ziv. This was indeed my thoughts, Ugoltrax, that you could corrupt this world. It seems very viable to know the truth of the primordial ones."
So that's why you brought us in. You need your hammer.
You are somewhat observant.
Oh, wait. Are you saying you're going to let me? You're going to let me convince people?
I think you would be well suited to sowing the seeds of doubt and truth among the population.
Well, I'd gladly do that.
Very good. I have something else for you. Pardon me, Goltrax, taking over. Goltrax just kind of shrugs. And let me just find them. I don't know why the music's not working, but whatever the fuck.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I think it's just really low down for some reason. Right, where is the sheet for these guys? Ah, here we go. Miss Johanna, you know how I mentioned there was a chosen of Khorne on this planet who you recruited to your warband?
Yes.
Where is another chosen of the four on this world of Parros? He is I have information. He is a man called the Sublime. He is a chosen of the Dark Prince. I think you two would get along rather well.
Oh.
You should seek him out. I regret that I don't know much about him, other than that he resides on Parros and has some kind of position on that planet. Some reputation. I'm sure if you ask around, you can find him relatively easily.
I bet he's a politician of some kind.
Quite possibly.
Thank you for that. It's been a while since I found my own people.
Good. But yes, you could if you could convince him to support you, he could provide some more subtle avenues for conquering this world, other than what Goltrax can provide you.
Well, if we're going to infiltrate the place, we're gonna have to visit it a little more like, you know, not pretending to be something. Well, pretending to be something we're not, but not pretending to be inquisitors, right? You know, to get an idea what it looks
forests.
like.
Do I need to pull out the Ursula wearing the Hawaiian shirt artwork again?
Beautiful.
I do believe rogue traders might be our best bet.
Of course. I will leave your planning to yourselves. Forgive me for the interruption.
No, it's fair. It's some good insight.
Yep. And he just kind of nods to Goldtress and goes back to his stuff. And Goldtress, like, well, to be fair, I don't think I've got much else to say other than taking any questions you might have on this operation. Nothing? Alright, well.
How roomy are the sewers?
Sewers? I have no fucking clue. You'll have to find that out on site.
Would you happen to know how centralized their water supply is?
Ah, good point.
From what we can tell, the old readings and info banks, they have a few water supplies. They desalinate the seawater, but they also have some fresh springs that come in from the mountains, from streams, rivers, all that stuff. A few oases. Usual things you'd expect.
How tall are their hospitals?
Do they
Is
look
there
like
any
really-
particular one for personnel of high status?
do
I
they look like
imagine
Al-Qaeda
healthcare on
bases?
this world varies depending on station and location of people.
They wouldn't happen to have a World Trade Center.
There probably is some financial buildings in one of the districts, if that's what you're looking for. I don't really see what value that would have to you, but I'm sure it's there. Fuck's sake. We did this before in the Star Wars game. We're not doing it again.
Boys are back in town.
You see,
Find a way for reference.
finances for civilians are very important.
Dude, imagine flying a Cestus boarding ram through a building.
It would actually survive.
You could burn through one into the other.
Yeah,
Once
look at
you
the one.
destroy the economy, people start flying, and then the blood will flow.
Imagine if they flew in the planes and then they exited and started like assaulting the building.
By the way,
The
Stu,
boarding action.
Yeah.
don't we have a Cestus boarding ram? Because I believe, like back in season 1, I made it a point to try and get one.
I don't think you have one, sadly, no.
Oh damn! We're gonna have to try.
You
and
could
get
ask the Iron Warriors if they have one.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare Cestus boarding ram, would you? You might
check
need
with
it
the-
for
Administrative
Covert.
purposes.
administrative
Operation.
purposes.
Take our landers, now you want our boarding rams. Alright, let's see. He kind of mulls over some reports of their
We
equipment.
could take more if
assets.
you want to.
Consider it a tax write-off.
He goes, I've got one I could spare. It's an old beat-up thing that the fucking Imperial Fists used to have. We captured it off them ages ago. It's still
Oh, lovely.
serviceable.
Oh,
It has Imperial Fist
mean-
markings, even better.
if you're not
Well, we
using
painted
for
over it,
all,
but you could paint it back if you really want to.
I mean, if you're not using it for
It's okay.
religious reasons, we don't mind.
It's okay. It's only got to land once.
Sure, I can spare you a boarding ram. I'm not sure how it'll be in an infiltration op, but you never know. So.
Oh,
Imperial
very
Fist flew a second Cestus boarding ram into the building.
Fellas, can I suggest, if we have the option to, should we just take a boarding torpedo rather than a boarding ram, if it's only a one-shot?
Why not both?
Well, a boarding torpedo is a one-use item, whereas a boarding ram is reusable.
Yeah,
And if we
this
don't
one's
plan
got.
to bring it back,
Well, it would be nice to have it because it's basically like a small Thunderhawk that has less
know,
guns on it but is more armored. It's
Has a
pretty cool.
melter cat.
what
Has a
you're
melter
saying
cutter on the
is-
front.
So what you're saying is we need to borrow this Cestus boarding ram so we can put it in our hangar and then just use a regular boarding torpedo.
Yes.
Shh.
We won't be telling them that.
Fair.
Alright, yeah.
Fair point.
I mean, you can never have too much of things.
I believe this was a situation of you don't have to spell it out like that.
I'm just checking for internal reasons. I wanted to make sure I was being lore accurate rather than using
Bro.
You know, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah, I can go for that.
Oh,
That also means that we could board an enemy vessel, or say an actual like trade vessel, and use it to sneak down.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, you could
So
do
you
a
could
bit of
hijack
piracy.
someone on the way in, use their credentials to get in, land, and then we just start like handing out capsules for the festering shroud and wait until the whole planet dies.
Any of y'all want some candy?
Bro.
I'm not taking
have
a
to go
bit
make it
of
weird, sir.
spam pasta.
Not like that. I was talking to the citizens.
The Slaneshis are technically in charge of this mission. It's going to be like that if you bring it up.
Oh dear, they will want some candy, but a different kind.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure what he means by this, but I didn't want to know anymore. I'm just
Candy
going
with an eye.
Gozy will just flee the room at this point in a comedic fashion towards the chem labs. I'll have no more part in this.
He's like, well,
They're like,
gentlemen,
Come here.
I got some war to plan, as you can see. Any other requests you need, fill them out with my quartermasters, and we'll see what we can do.
Gladly.
All right. Good luck to you.
How do you know you're a champion?
Bro.
Is that like some deep philosophical question, or
No, that's a legitimate question Johanna asks.
Johanna will never find out because her Mark Slanesh is a tramp stamp, so she can't see it.
Ah!
He actually does have a mark of Slanesh.
The stamp of Slanesh.
How do you know if you're a champion of the gods? That is a
If
good
you touch
question.
something holy and it burns, usually it's a good indicator.
Mm.
to be fair, it
Fair
depends
point.
which bit of you burns.
Because, like, Johanna has, what, 4 gifts of Slanesh specifically?
I've got a gift of Zinch, which is weird because I have literally no Zinch aligned anything.
I would say, Johanna, at this point, you probably could be considered a champion. I think when you receive the mark, that's kind of when you're considered a bit of a champion.
I guess so. Yeah, she got the mark as she got the mark as one of the rewards
You,
way before she qualified for it.
yeah, that was a weird thing. So I think we rolled well for it or something. Or I think
Wasn't
I
that
might have just
from her
given it to
beating
you.
the Zinchian demon.
Might
A
have
lot
been.
of changes, and yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have just given it to you for like role-playing reasons or something. So.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I got it as one of the rewards I had because it's one of my 4 rewards I should have at this point.
By the way, Stu,
Yeah.
could I try and get myself a splinter rifle? Or not splinter rifle, a needle rifle?
Yes. That is the most memey weapon in all of
Nice.
It's okay. We'll give him the spare cartridges of Festering Shroud.
I'm not gonna use Festering Shroud, I'm gonna use Friend Zone.
Ah!
You can use both. Festering Shroud's an AoE.
Clever blighter.
Yeah, you can requisition a needle rifle from the armories.
Excellent. And I shall see if I can try and get my hands on some Ghostfire pollen, which is like Frenzon, but slightly worse.
Well, both Ziv and Johanna can probably make that for you.
Oh,
I
excellent.
am a chemist. So.
I can buy it for you.
Who needs a drug dealer when you have friends?
Fair point.
Yep.
We'll have an episode of Cooking with Ziv.
Yes.
To wash your hands.
Kenny, we got to cook.
It's a win. It's just a winner bait. It's just a caravan in the hangar.
No,
Kenny,
Mr.
no,
Ziv,
I
Mr.
think
Ziv.
we should have used electrical heat rather than gas.
So,
Mr. Ziv, that'll fuck up the
Inside.
academy.
Inside of Kenny's fucking garden, I just have a window sitting. Just bring it out to.
Kenny, we need to cook now.
Kenny, put the nostrand away, Kenny.
alright. So, what's our plan for Parros?
Well,
That's some ideas.
Come up
we
with
need
all
to go
this
and
stuff.
infiltrate initially, find out where this guy is, so we can go and recruit him, and then we start messing with the planet. Because it would be
Sure.
a really big shame if we accidentally, like, torpedoed the building he was in and killed him.
Well, it just means there's a job offering for the Celeste champion for the planet.
I'm just kind of.
I think he's like a low-key businessman.
I'm just gonna summarize that. We go to Parros. We enter Parros under the guise of rogue traders, right?
Yep.
Who's gonna be the rogue trader?
Probably you.
Me. Fuck. All right.
Also, you already have the cover identity of being the daughter of one. So,
Fair point.
True.
No, it helps.
and I believe we did falsify the
genetic,
credentials
right?
already.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it is genetically passed down.
Yeah, I believe so. It's hereditary.
I'm gonna say at this point you're on the bridge of your ship because
Yeah.
this is
Understandable.
Oh goodness, this is our ship. It's very bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get used to it.
Yeah, at some point we might have to put a railing around that hole in the floor.
It's a bit of a hell hazard. I
Who
feel
is
like,
railing when you
Got
got adrenaline?
I gotta admit, I'm feeling a bit shaky on this great work. You
I
can
don't
see like
know.
the grates are bending beneath Goatsu's weight.
I don't know. I like how it burns my eyes.
I
That's
how
a
it
nice
burns
warming up draft.
everything.
I did have a bit of an idea. Since we are going to this planet, I take it, we're going to be taking our time with it, because why rush when you can have a bit of fun? We could stage an insurgency in the countryside.
I'm thinking, if that fails, we could try to, I don't know, stage from the ground up a all-consuming infection that leads maybe to a zombie.
Can I interrupt, please? Just before we go to the biological weapons, we have our very own biological weapons, if you'll take my meaning. We have one of our new recruits. We don't need to stage an insurrection.
We can import
simply
it.
set them out.
We can successfully import the entire insurgency.
Yes, you're picking up what I am putting down. We can simply tell them, go out and have fun. That will deploy the big chunk of their military, and then we go in and do our own thing. And win or lose, they have a great time.
Also,
But what if
We
But
make
what
it
if
a
we take
false
some-
flag.
But what if we take some time to corrupt the place before we do that?
I mean, we can do both.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is what we call a multi-front offensive. I'll bring up what is very blatantly a hero quest board.
I have.
So, here, the outskirts of town, the coordinates will take the insurgency. Here, on the Underhive, us of the Great Father will do our due diligence with biological warfare.
I would
Here.
highly recommend you poison the water supply.
Exactly, the aquifers and the springs will be our targets. Here, in the upper spires, the Slaneshi will work their corruption, and the Zinchor is the wild card, are they not? And you'll spit
Yeah, you
on
can
the
never
Zin-
trust those filthy Zinchians.
Precisely.
I don't trust the Alpha Legionnaire saying that, but I generally don't trust Alpha Legionnaires, which is a healthy mindset.
So, what book's your class from again?
Gentlemen, not to cramp on your style, but I just realized something. These people might worship the Emperor, but they don't like authority figures. If we can turn the military against the arbiters, against the authority, against a planetary governor,
I must remind you that usually the Arbites are not necessarily present on all planets.
Yeah, the tax office.
I guess the PDF.
But the enforcers, for sure.
No,
Yes.
I guess not the PDF, because the PDF is apparently. Is the PDF
Well-
the ones that don't respect the authority figures? Or what's the deal?
Yes.
Well,
Okay, we turn the PDF against the masters. We point out some bureaucracy or some shit.
or
They
we,
would just infiltrate the list.
or we facilitate some incidents. Like using a bit of friends on.
And then when we point
Also-
out that the higher-ups are dragging their feet and curtailing the military, we can cause a coup.
Also a good point. Actually, bringing out our good new fellows, our new friends, might actually be very beneficial. But let's not waste them all, I reckon. Bring out a few, have a few scuffles,
point out the failure of the top to respond to said issue. Before you know it, maybe we have a rebellion. Turn their own against themselves.
Precisely.
And then, when they're about to crown a new
little
head,
hive world.
you make sure it's one of us.
It's not a hive world, it's a pleasure world.
Yeah, sorry. One hive on a pleasure world.
So, one priority for us will be to shut down the astropathic communications as well.
Oh, I can
That's
do
kind of
that.
a big deal.
Probably the first thing we should do.
I can do that. I'll just blow his head up.
If, say, there was a
You're forgetting she's a
rebellion.
psycho.
I reckon I agree with that, because if there was a rebellion and you thought figures realized the PDF is part of the rebellion, then, well, they're gonna ask for outside help. That's not good for us.
Now, the other thing to remember is there may be a psycho, but there are Slaneshi psycho. There are lots and lots of meanings to that statement.
Bro.
Technically, Johanna is almost a qualified astropath, as he is a savant telepath.
Yep.
Yeah, like Yana's like not the incident with Yana bodying that Lord of Change is well known enough that even Gozu's heard about it.
By the way, Stu,
Yeah.
could I see if I know a guy on the planet who might be able to help with staging an insurrection using my ability, Insurrectionist?
Yes. We will do that once you arrive on the planet.
Alright.
So
Very nice.
there's a lot to
Something to do with
consider
hijacking? Or?
and plan out. When you're ready to leave the planet, I can do a bit of downtime here before we close off, because the journey will take some time. Is there anything you want to do on Araxis first before you leave? Because you probably won't be back here for a very long time, if at all.
Could I go look for a potential follower, or like minion?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone who would be just a very capable soldier, but someone who would also be good at just general infiltration in social settings. Kind of a good Alpha Legion operative.
Yeah. If you want a regular human, your best bet would be to get one of the Seleucid Thoracati to join you.
Alright.
'Cause you can do a job interview and find the best ones.
Yeah. Just gonna...
Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Alpha Legion won't mind if you just grab one of their good soldiers. Like,
Yeah, I'll just open up like a vacancy for them.
yeah.
You're bringing them back, right?
Of course.
They're on loan to the Invisible Hand FC club.
And FC.
Hand FC. Yep.
Subsidiary of North FC with the second league one.
I need more time on the pitch, boss. go on loan to the other clubs. Alright, yeah, we can do that. We can do meetings aboard your ship or planet side. Let's see.
Moment, we are back.
Where the fuck is the... Where is
In
the
theory,
thing
as soon as we get into upper atmosphere, we can just start dropping random heavy objects from orbit, and it'll do most of the job.
Oh, I would also preferably want to get one of the Thoricati that is like heavily cybernetically enhanced as well.
okay.
I just had a terrible thought of we just get Gozu and Ziv to lick the rods from God.
Okay.
I mean, fair. We could make him a bit sick beforehand.
High velocity bioweapon.
Here you go, Han. You shortlisted it down to 4 candidates.
Yep.
3 of them are pretty fine-looking Seleucids. 1 is a Volksgradier that somehow got into...
Ah, based. Nice.
he was good enough to make it past all the others.
You know what? I kind of like this guy.
Yeah. You can interview them all one by one, or
Yeah.
do it as a meeting. Yep. Pick one.
You know what? I like your gusto. I'll pick the Volksgrenadier.
Okay. Yeah, he gives you a sharp salute and is like, reporting for interview.
You know what? I like your attitude. I have no fucking clue how you got it. on this planet, on this side of the conflict, but considering you've survived this long, you'll probably make for a decent operative.
Thank you, hell.
Oh, he's one of those other.
Congratulations, Sonny, you're on the payroll.
Ah, dankeschön, dankeschön. There we go. Do you want to talk to the other ones?
I mean, more is
Okay.
better.
You recognize
Keep on the
her
ship as spares.
as she is the corporal who led the fire team that brought you up the mountain.
Oh, nice.
And she's got some minor cybernetics, as you said, because she got
nice.
hurt a bit during the fight, and it's like, good to see you again, sir.
I'm back. And returned with food.
Good to see you too. So would you consider yourself to be a people person?
Well, sir, I took charge of the squad when our sergeant went down, so yeah, people around the barracks like me. I suppose I'm a people person, more or less. Yeah, I'm up for the challenge.
I see.
She can roll a charm test against you.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh my god!
Damn.
Bruh.
Bruh, yeah.
Let's see.
There you go.
Fortunately, I have cold heart.
Oh my god!
Because I'm a prick.
Oh! Destroyed. BTFO'd.
I
Okay.
see.
But yeah, no, she seems good enough, you know.
Yep. I'll appraise the other two as well, just for like cybernetic enhancements and stuff.
Sure. This boy has quite a few cybernetics. He's lost an arm and a leg in his career.
Oh, nice.
He's a bit of a grizzled vet, and he's like, you know, how you doing there, sir?
Oh, I'm doing. How long have you been around?
20 years, sir. Been a corporal for most of my military career. It's been a pleasure to
Nice.
serve the Warriors of Iron. Absolute pleasure. This guy seems like a bit of a lifer in the military.
He has survived 20 years as a corporal with the Iron Warriors. This guy is kind of a hard case.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you?
He's like, pleasure to see you, sir. I'm a private, whatever the name is. And he's just like, been with the unit for 2 years, sir. And he's come top of his class in the Navy SEAls. He's one of
very
those
impressive.
he's one of those overachiever kind of soldiers. He
see.
does well in all his tests and
Ah.
has a lot of enthusiasm.
Very impressive. So you with the cybernetics?
Ah! Okay.
Cybernetics. He's just
I like your attitude, and I respect the fact that you've not been promoted too much. Implies a certain rambunctious nature.
Thank you, sir. That means a lot coming from one such as you.
What did he mean by this?
Experienced warrior, of course.
Hmm.
Homoerotic undertones aside, he seems like a good pick.
You know what, you're hired.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
And then these
Sorry,
two-
ma'am, we found someone more qualified for the job.
Oh no, we're gonna
I
get
understand,
cancelled.
sir. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
And the other guy just fuck him. Oh man.
Guess you can't win them all, Sonny.
There you go. You got these two fellas. I like he didn't even really. He's German. I'm hiring him.
So he's cool.
Yeah.
Ingrid
He will
Byers.
make sure the bullets run on time.
I'm wondering if I should force addict someone to drugs and make them my pilot.
I
Their
can
pilots are
find-
already addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
You can try and go on the ship and find one of the shuttle pilots who works for the ship, the ex-Navy pilots, and get them to be your personal bitch, basically, if you want.
Beautiful. Johanna will do that.
Mhm.
I won't describe it. She will do it in the most sexually aggressive way imaginable.
I figured, yeah.
So I'll shorten all that to a charm test, if that's all right with you.
Sure. plus 10, I guess. Yep, you get your pick of pilots. There's a variety of them. So.
Beautiful.
You can pretty much charm almost any of them, so...
Johanna gains another sip. That will be my pilot now and drive the party van.
Yep. Wait a minute, you've taken a shuttle pilot and made him drive a car now, essentially. That's funny.
Looking for...
To be fair, you can multitask, so...
I'd be looking for anyone who can do multiple forms of piloting.
Yeah, so
Pretty much anyone who's a really high rank pilot. Anyone with a decent piloting rank is going to have hotshot pilot anyway, so you can drive anything.
Yeah, so it's all good.
I don't need him to be able to navigate, I just need him to be able to drive.
Mm-hmm. You
I
get...
see you need a chauffeur.
Can you fly a plane? Can you land a plane?
You get one of the fucking guys from Top Gun, there you go. It's your personal pilot.
Beautiful.
Not for you to say the
Fucking
guys from
Richard
Top Gear.
Hammond.
Yes, Richard Hammond.
Beautiful. Johanna seduces Hammond.
Yes.
Not the hamster.
He's gonna crash.
It just cuts to us careening end over end 16 times.
Well, Hammond, you're flying the Cessna's boarding round.
Oh, man.
It should suit you well.
Well, you see, Slaaneshi are generally in a bit of a pickle when it comes to driving. Because one, they adore perfection, so they want a really good driver. But
Yeah.
also, bad drivers are more fun.
Yeah.
Oh no. So help when you're in the passenger seat.
But you also want someone who can drive smoothly enough that you can apply your makeup in the car.
That just spawned a character idea in my mind, which is so the Slaaneshi champion, whose entire life's goal is to perfect the art of drunk driving.
That's amazing.
Me,
Unironic.
God's drunkest driver.
Oh, why do you give me your hardest battles? Dude, I just literally gave you a car.
Bro.
And a bottle of fuck up.
Okay. I should
Stop
say...
giving me your hardest battle, bro. I'm literally just asking you to stop driving drunk.
Never.
Alright, anything else the rest you want to do before you leave the planet?
We'll do the cooking with Ziv here. Just
Alright.
Fair, yeah.
Cooking with the king.
Now I'm just imagining Gosu and Civ on like a fucking like a Saturday morning cooking show.
Because my character, because my power armor is so tall, I'm always out of frame.
Yeah.
Bro.
You'll be a good old rub.
We do have a map for this, actually, where the fuck is that map? Ah, here it is.
And don't forget your spices. Make sure they're good and crumbly. Especially because this is dirt.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Here's the
I
kitchen.
forgot about the
Vanessa.
monster bottle.
I really love this image, by the way. It just fits the vibe.
Great
so well.
depth of field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
actually.
it does make this look a bit silly.
Yes. It does.
Fair point.
And they shall know no fear.
Yes.
It's my turn on the jukebox.
It does look
I'll
like
make
those,
you a
like,
bit
the little
larger,
9-inch figures they sell
There you
now.
I'll make. There you go.
I've
You
been
read
kind
it.
of tempted to get one and make the extra parts. I could make us, you know. I could do it.
If you just make the Space Marines really fucking big, if you make Han's image really fucking big and put it behind the table, it'll fit in.
Fair.
Yeah, but look, I'm smaller than this bottle.
I love how you're all power
You're
armor.
going in the jar.
You're all in powered armor now, except for Johanna. This is just peak power level party right now. Just...
Yeah. Everyone's in power armor except for the Psycho, who is wearing a dress and a force field.
Mhm.
We should just see how many of Johanna's cult we can get power armor suits.
You either build your brain or you build your
I
body.
mean, Once you've captured a couple of planets, you might be able to get a factory to churn out shitty power armor.
We just get a bunch of really bootleg Terminator armor, and we just have them LARP as like the entire first company of a chapter.
We go to a forge world. We go to a forge world and corrupt it somehow.
So, gentlemen, I have an idea, and lady. What if we put the power field on the Cestus boarding ram?
Yes.
Most different sort.
Would that make it explode?
It's already got melter guns on the front.
Explode more?
I'm sure you could cobble together something that might work for that.
It's the mental image of flying a plane into a building, but they put a power field on the wings. So it's like that War Thunder meme of the Japanese steel and the folded steel wings that just shear through every other
filthy
fucking
guy
vehicle.
called Japanese steel. Oh, glorious Nippon steel as it slices plane.
You know,
wings.
if a hacker makes a computer virus, is he a follower of Nurgle?
Have you seen how hackers live? Yes, they're Nurglites.
Yeah.
It's a meme virus.
I would definitely say hackers are Nurglites.
It's so weird that the meme virus is a thing in 40k for some reason.
Man, fucking Nurglites do just be the fucking hackers do just be, you know, the image of a fucking Nurgle, of a greater demon of Nurgle, and then you just put a keyboard on his stomach.
Yeah.
It depends. There's different breeds. There are Zechian hackers. There's Slaneshi hackers with the socks, and then there's Nurglite hackers, which are the ones that get shit done.
Well, there's the corn hackers that just go into the server room with an axe.
Nurglite hackers are definitely great on clean ones.
So we call a brute force attack.
Or a cornate hackers just go. They don't even hack. They just break into the VC, start screaming racial slurs, and get the stream taken down.
Yeah, corner hackers, all gamers, straight up.
Just hard R gamers.
Oh, how hard an R are we talking?
God, no.
It has chains on it.
Yeah. It's got fucking bobs.
Skog, did you want to do anything on planet before you leave for a while?
Not really. I mean, I'm pretty comfy with my general gear. I'd be tempted, if it wasn't for the meme, to, you know, repaint and update my armor a little, like try and maybe modify the systems if we've got anything kicking around that can be installed.
Oh, yeah. We need to get all our armors resprayed to match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, fellas, how do you feel about pink with like little white accents and like logos on?
Oh, I actually already have something. Let me just quickly take this one off. Let's start scraping off the paint.
Well, I like the idea that you have like an RGB light system. You just like click, it's like click, click, and then it just switches. Like it's a regular like light switch.
That's quite the paint.
You're
Yes.
So that's the Mentos armor, is it?
Yes, it is indeed the Mentos armor.
Oh.
Poor Coke
That's a really fresh one.
Yes.
I mean, most of us already wear black anyway, so it's not much of a change.
Fair point.
It's a pretty extreme change for me.
Alright.
It's a bit of a fresh maker.
If you're all ready, guys, you can leave Araxis for a while and go into warp travel.
don't really have anything more to do there, I think, personally.
Nope.
Fair point.
Could I get some ablative plating for my armor? I reckon we probably have the materials for it on the ship. But
You can work on it while you're on travel, yeah.
Excellent.
Put ERA blocks on your
I'm
armor.
explosive reactive armor.
That probably wouldn't work well on personal armor, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah, it would be a bit of a painful experience.
I do love the dumb
my shield,
memes
though.
people came up with that, where they took a Star Destroyer and put ERA blocks all over the stuff.
No, my favorite's still like the Roman scutum with the erective armor.
Alright. Okay, let's play the creepy warp sound as you enter the warp. You're now in the warp.
I'll have my cool training montage with the the pariahs as well.
Oh yeah, I should show you the pariahs since you.
I keep forgetting we have them.
Yeah, they're about.
They're going to be really useful when it comes to this gig.
That and like limiting corruption on the ship itself. Like,
Look, but if we send
again,
them after,
just use them as Roombas.
we just send them after the astropaths.
Sure.
Should we go give them a hug? But make
We
sure
can
they're
train them
wearing,
to be like, these are our hitmen.
Well, funny you say that. They're actually well suited for it, Bill, because as you find out after conversing with them, and they feel comfortable enough to lower their robes a little, they're humans. I think I mentioned that before, but they are humans, and they're. I'm trying to think of a good way to describe them. So, you know, when you're playing a video game and you have your character creator, and you're playing an older RPG where everyone has the same body type.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are like the perfect looking human. So, good looking, muscular, you know, athletic, smart, the full works, you know, just like idealized human form.
Giga Chad.
Giga Chads.
Oh no, it's just the people from Fit. They realize they put like completely physically wonderful, but on some base level repellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
There's a horrible, uncanny feeling when you're near them. Like they're unnatural, they're artificial. Is the vibe you get?
We have the Pillar Men here.
Bruh.
Bunch of Baki characters. I know I've been harping on the Baki shit, but yeah, a bunch of Baki.
I found an image after looking up the Giga Chad me.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, but like.
Oh yeah, that is unsettling. Holy
unsettling like that. Yeah, is the vibe you get, because they tell you as you converse through them throughout the voyage. The Necrons basically created them artificially for purposes.
I was under the impression that they normally just found nulls and then...
That's normally what they do, Skog, however.
And then they dip them in metal.
That's normally what they do. However, it seems Lord Badub was a bit of a scientist. And could just artificially make humans. That seemed to be one of his...
They make people?
Yeah.
What the
You can 3D print nulls. What a time to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you can doesn't mean
Maybe you should have killed that guy before he comes up with something really deadly.
No, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I fucking hate psychics.
Actually, could I just try and make one of those guys my minion, like my companion?
We'll get into the minutia of that. You could potentially, if you have enough XP and slots, get one to be a protege, but it might be... it could be doable. There'd be some challenges because of... They are literally unsettling to be around, which can be difficult to deal with long term.
Wait, there's 3D printing nulls.
Yeah. This is what...
Oh, fuck.
This is what the particular lord has somehow discovered through his science, yes.
Alright.
Yep. It's something to keep in mind in the back of your mind for another in the future.
Which door was this again?
Lord Badub.
Lord Dub.
Lord Dub. Yes.
Lord Badub?
Yes.
Oh,
B-Dub.
fuck. Oh, E-Dub. Thank the
Or
heavens.
B as in B-E, yeah, Dub.
I'm glad I didn't hear Badab, or I'd be fucking...
Badab, yeah, Lord Badab.
Oh, fuck me.
So yeah, you can talk to these people and they will teach you the ways of the Necron weapons, which you can purchase as a elite advancement for XP, and it gives you exotic weapon training for Necron weapons.
Tempting.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned there are gender balanced, 2 males, 2 girls. So
You can start a program.
I imagine this, Ariel.
oh no!
Fucking.
Every time they go to sleep, there's Barry White blaring through the fucking speaker.
Terribly balanced as all things might...
Unfortunately, Gren can't assist you with this because, well, they're blanks.
For a second, I thought you were going to say they're black.
Jesus,
I mean,
no.
that's also black.
They're blacks.
For fuck's sake.
Could you imagine it if there was a fucking misprint on the Necron Codex?
Oh, yeah.
right, it's all converted to black.
Oh, no. God damn. Fuck's
Suddenly, G-Dubs is in hot water again.
Yeah.
I am once again reminded of that scene from Ghost Stories.
But not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black. Hey, Monica Rial, if you're out there, remember that?
Especially with the description that they're like repulsive mutants.
They're unsettling humans. Yeah.
Something inherently unsettling about them.
Listen, I've got nothing against them. It's just that when I see a blank, I feel the need to cross the other side of the
Some
road.
of my best friends are blacks.
There is something I want to do on the ship, actually.
Yes.
I would like to go to Gage. Our dear Wheelkike.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I talked to him.
Because I believe he is the most likely person to be able to acquire this thing for me.
Okie doke. I need to find Gage again. Where is his token? There he is. It is. Yeah, boy.
I like the idea of playing fetch with like a pariah by throwing a null rod.
I need to reveal the lighting. Oh yeah, and then the game's like, you need to turn on the lighting engine for this page.
Do you want to turn on the lighting engine?
There
Well, do you want to?
There he is. There we go.
I love that meme so much of him with this.
Alright, so Johanna will go up to Gage and say,
So, when we were down there on Traxxas, I saw a lot of cybernetic stuff. And
Yeah?
I heard about one that I really want.
Yeah, what are you looking for, huh?
Can you get me a pheromone generator?
A pheromone generator. Well, now, that's a funky piece of tech. Which book's it in, by the way?
Pheromone generator is. I'm not certain what fucking thing it's on.
It sounds like a Dark Heresy or expansion.
No. It's from Black Crusade.
Okay.
It's just not in the base.
Might be the Slaneshi book.
Yeah, access.
If anything, it would be
possible.
Could be.
Hang on.
Expanded Armory.
Let's see.
The Tome of Cool.
The Final Kiss drug.
I believe it's in here.
Is that final?
Anyway, I'm just looking at it from the Welcome to the Black Crusade wiki page.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Fuck, is that name a reference to fucking... I swear to God.
Well, the Final Kiss drug.
It's a My Chemical Romance reference, I assume.
Oh god, no. I was thinking of the band Kiss, like, gonna rock and
Good album, mind you, but still. It's the principle of the thing.
I wish they would. I wish they would list where you can find these things.
You're meant to, really, but they never do. It's not the Slanesh book.
No.
Oh, does Welcome Black Crusade not have the details on it?
It has the details on how it works, just fine. It just doesn't list where you can find the original like entry, and which book it is.
Okay. Does it have the rarity of the item?
Let's see. That it does. It's very rare.
That shouldn't be too hard to get. What does it do?
It provides a plus 10 bonus on charm tests, which increases to plus 20 in an enclosed area with no strong amulets.
Okay, so that's kind of just like what you have on the ship, but localized to you.
You can activate it as through a routine plus 20 willpower test.
You can do it at will.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of? The Casey implant from Deus Ex Human Revolution, where you just...
Oh yeah, the one that literally
Yeah.
was like necessary to have half of the features in the game.
Yeah, to do dialogue. Yeah, where you just squirt fucking pheromones everywhere and everyone likes Adam Jensen even
Yes.
more. It's just like...
And the second
never
thing
asked
she
for
wants is a respiratory implant because she doesn't want to care about bad air ever again.
That's a good combo, I like that. Yeah, Gage thinks it over and looks over his manifest and says, yeah, we could sort that out for you. It seems we have a few specialized implants in stock. You might need to see Mr. Winter, though, for installing them. Like, I wouldn't trust anyone else.
Fine.
Rude.
Here, take this to him, and he just writes you down a little invoice. It's like, he should be able to fix
hell
it.
yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, yeah.
Where's-
Johanna's going to take that and go straight to Winters.
Okay. Off to see Winter. Where's the med bay?
That looks like the base game.
We're off to see the winter. The wonderful winter.
We're off to see the Amigos.
My lawyer informs me I'm not allowed to make jokes. It's about the Wizard of Oz theme ever since that incident with the spicy words.
I can already think what those are.
Oh yeah, pheromone generator. Pheromone generator is in the base Black Crusade choral book.
Yeah, it's
Lovely.
tucked away at the bottom.
Are we...
God, I hate the new Acrobat Reader. It's fucking dreadful.
Right, but yes.
Never update, my friend.
I didn't ask to. I'm on Windows 7 for God's sake.
Oh dear. Oh shit. Fair.
Hello, Winters.
Ah, hello, Fraulein. What can I do for you today?
Here. I want these in my body.
He kind of picks them up with his mechadendrites and looks them over and it's... has a slight smirk. He's like, ah, you wish to not feel the presence of noxious chemicals. I see. Interesting. And the other one? Ah, you wish to exclude pheromones to prove people socially to you? I didn't think you
Yeah,
had
let's
much.
go with that.
I didn't think you had much trouble in that regard, but interesting. Alright, I can book you in for some surgery. In fact, 10 minutes or so, I'll finish up and we can get ready. That good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Just a question, do you bring any guards with you or do you just go down yourself? Do you trust this girl?
She well, all she does is she sends a telepathic message to her followers that she is getting surgery.
All right, cool. So they just know where she is. That's fair.
They know where she is, and they know where she is, and they know what to do if she doesn't come back.
They
Awesome.
might all go looking. They might all go wait in like the stalls to watch it. It's like, what if she gets a kit off? Yeah.
Well,
True.
All of them just entirely
They are
packed like auditorium.
They are Slaneshi, so they might be interested in seeing the surgery in person. Actually,
you can ask Xyler before you do this if he minds people watching, and he will say that he doesn't want more people in the theater as more than necessary, but he will set up a picked feed so people can watch on their TVs for you.
beautiful.
Picked feed, it's just a really tiny Scottish person giving you like audio description.
Today on embarrassing ER.
Oh, that'd be
I
funny
swear.
as fuck.
I swear, I don't know how that gerbil got there.
Oh dear.
I must have
Naturally.
slipped.
Again.
Naturally, I hope that Mr. Winters has every fucking talent under the sun to not care about Johanna's shenanigans, because Johanna does not make this anything less than a very questionable experience for everyone involved.
Well, He's one of those tech priests that doesn't have cold-hearted, so I'm gonna have to roll for him.
Wonderful.
Yeah, he manages to keep his cool and be fairly professional throughout it, so it's fine.
Beautiful. Johanna doesn't.
Yeah, you don't make him too fucking horny or anything, it's fine. But yeah, after a couple of hours, you wake up. Very groggy, little bit of pain. He gives you tiny shot of morphine, just to take the edge off.
She declines.
Really? Very well. I presume this is one of those Slaneshi rituals, yeah?
Pain is good sometimes.
I agree, Fraulein, actually. Very good. Well, I think you will need to just take it easy for a few days or a week at most. You don't need to be in bed all the time, so... It was a fairly simple procedure, just a bit time-consuming.
She gets up and stretches and goes,
Thank you, Winters.
No problem. Have a good day.
and she'll
Oh,
do
by
that
the way,
so-
do you wish to do anything with those Eldari prisoners? And that adept of the Mechanicum?
I know for sure I've succeeded in doing things with one of them, but she goes,
Oh, they're free now?
They are still in their holding cells. They've not received... I don't think he got any orders from any of you guys to actually do anything different.
No, actually. Good point.
I think we were going to take some of them with us on the
yeah,
farm
and they
raid.
died in that weird raid on the moon, yeah.
I mean, dying wasn't mandatory, but...
she was going to go over to the... I don't know. I think you access it by going... Where?
Isn't one of them your simp, or is he dead? I forgot.
There.
Oh no, the simp is in Johanna's room.
Alright, so yeah, you have one of them. I forgot about that.
Oh, halfway, okay.
Yeah, I seem to remember so.
Well, she's going to go down there then. This will be pointed out to her, and she's going to go.
Hello again. Have you
They
been doing well?
take a step back from you as you approach them.
Come now.
I might have to
An
cue...
instruction, or...
No, I don't really know what the deal with all of you are, but I do know that the prince misses all of you.
They just stand there in somewhat terrified silence. They just... No. They start cowering a bit in their cells. It's rather weird for a proud race like the Eldar to see them this way.
Well, they have been in there for a while now.
Yeah, so they've kind of been dreading that this might happen eventually.
Actually, a lot of it might also be all the sensory deprivation, because they really cannot stand sensory deprivation.
Yes.
At which point, and Johanna is going to say,
Well, I just came by because I wanted to know whether or not you're all, happy with your time here.
The witch just kind of turns to you and says, Monkey, we've been stuck in here for weeks at a time. I've had water and bread and nothing else.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Would you like to go on?
She kind of cocks her head a bit. It's like, you want me to walk around your ship?
Well, your friend was a lot of fun, but he's a little unresponsive now.
Yeah, her face is just like, what? Oh god, no. What
They mean by this?
Yeah, she's just kind of like, I see. Is he alive?
Oh, yeah.
She kind of walks forward a bit and is a bit more quizzical now. It's like, am I still a prisoner, monkey?
Pretty sure you are. See, I don't personally care that much about you and your friend in the other cell. But I mean, I can't let you go free because you probably want to kill us for keeping you in a cage for so long.
Well, she kind of just narrows her eyes a bit, and is just like, let me actually roll something for her.
By the way, everything Johanna says is the unvarnished truth right now.
She kind of coys her head a little bit. It's like, there's a lot of you, monkey, on this ship. I'm sure you could put me down or throw me back into this cell if needed.
Probably.
The last one went out the airlock.
Well,
We got a belt out of it.
Yeah.
all I gotta say is, your other friend was a lot of fun. So I imagine that the two of you would be a lot of fun too.
Make a charm test at -20. -10 now thanks to your implants.
Yes.
You just start wafting pheromones into the cell. Oh, it's a neutral test 'cause it's an enclosed space.
Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Based in red pill.
Fucking, we're just playing Deus Ex now, Jesus. Bro.
5 degrees of success, basically.
Yep.
To make the intent very clear, Johanna is offering specifically for this witch to join her cult.
Yep. He's like, I will serve you, Monkai, as your shadow or whatever else you need me to be. As long as I can have a bit of freedom around this vessel. Anything.
Oh, sure. You wanna I think Yalish was gonna torture someone in a bit. You wanna come see?
Absolutely, I would adore that.
Awesome. Come along.
Yep.
Oh, and if you wanna bring your friend here, I don't really care, but I think he's claimed by someone else, so I'll wait for that.
Alright.
That's Maru in it.
What happened to Maru? Did you guys let him out, or?
I think I was going to try to convert him wholesale to chaos and then let him out, but I think I never got around to it.
Okay, so
There was a bit of a hiatus.
Gren,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as you turn around and leave, you spot Maru eyeing you with pure desire in his face. He's like,
hello.
lovely lady, please, I want out of this cell. If you could do me the honor of...
Fuck, I forgot you. Hey, well, sorry. We had some paper.
Oh wait, you just shot. Okay.
I literally just remembered. Sorry. It's been a long day, long weeks, long months. Something
What
like
time?
that.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Oopsie doopsie, we did a forgetty wetty.
Oh, sorry. Is this one yours? Okay.
Well, I think we're at least. Okay, sure.
Huh?
You want to join a cult?
Oh, you bet. Oh no, which cult does he join?
Which cult?
She's just going to be.
So is he yours or not?
I don't know. I leave it up to whether or not he says yes to join a cult.
You want?
She's going to look straight at him and say,
You want to have sex?
He kind of stammers a bit, like because he's a young guy and he's a bit of a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
But he's like, I
Come on, we're
suppose so.
buddies, aren't
Yes,
we?
that would be fun.
Come on, Maru, we're friends, aren't we? Don't you want to join a cult with me? We'll go out, we'll have lots of drinks.
Lots of drinks. That does also sound kind of fun. Both of you make a charm test.
Beautiful.
Oh, fuck.
I'll give you a +10, Zib. That'll be nice.
Thank you.
Alright.
Because you've actually interacted with him a little bit before as well. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maru's like, sorry, Mr. Ziv. I think I will join her cult. I can provide technical experience to your cult members if needed, ma'am.
Kind of.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Don't really have any techie types around. You'll be great.
Rude.
Nice knowing you.
You can fix my
Well,
phone for me.
Specifically, she means in her cult. I don't think Ursula is interested in Johan being a member of Johanna's cult.
I am very much the corn kitty, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Despite
Okay.
having very little actually in corn. Because,
Alright.
game purposes.
I'm not claiming this Eldari over here, because Johanna very basically goes. Well, someone else was interested in him, but I don't remember who. So whatever.
The poor weapon guy. He's just been forgotten.
If no one has come to fetch him in another week's time, Johanna will come by and see if he's interested.
If you know what, if Ziv mentions him, I'm gonna go get him. It's like, yo, you're a drinking buddy now. Get in the golf cart I drive around the site.
Fair. Now, I at least remember fucking Maru seemed so insecure when we met the first few times. So I decided I'd throw him a bone.
Oh.
Guess I lost out.
I like the idea of
Well.
drunk driving inside of a spaceship.
Sorry, Sid. If you'd remember earlier, Johanna wouldn't have been there.
Understandable. I do have another ace up my sleeve.
Yep, the Blood Bride.
Tazashi, you don't want to kill some people. And maybe have some authority, do you?
She looks at you and has a slight smirk and is like, what was your name, Monkey, again? Forgive me.
Sil.
Mr. Ziv. I would love to extract some violence upon organics once again.
Fantastic. How do you feel about human?
Humans are delicious.
Sounds
The
good.
best kind of victims. Well, other Eldari are better, honestly, but humans are not bad.
You might come across it someday. I don't know if I'll guarantee it, but I know we gained a lot of new friends with the same persuasion in terms of bloodlust. How do you want to be a bigwig among bloodletters? Like letting out some blood, cutting up some people, ripping out their spines, that sort of thing.
That's mostly what I did before. I'd be very happy to take up this role again.
Excellent. Just remember, every now and then you shout blood for the blood god. Maybe even you get to like it eventually. Eh? Sound fun?
We shall see.
I think it will be your kind of persuasion. But I'll let the others do the talking. They are really persuasive.
Just the idea that we're actually pretty laissez-faire with who we hire, but every now and then we think they'll get caught up in the moment one day.
Oh yeah. I know
They'll have a
get
gamer
caught up
moment
eventually.
sometime at work and just get caught up in the moment. That'll be it.
I'm
We'll be crossing the
100%.
bridge on the ship, and it'll happen.
I'm 100% certain. At least Tasashi is the one that's just gonna have a gamer moment sometime. And
Well-
us having Cornets aboard, that's the facilitation of
Well,
that
you
gamer
know, the beauty of Chaos is that Chaos don't really care if half of their ship murder each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the Nietzschean
care, I
thing,
can't-
just kill each other and you become stronger.
I
It's
can't
like-
drive the golf cart if there's corpses everywhere. They can't go over bumps.
That's true. Don't worry, we'll just have
Just cruising down the car like, yeah. Ah, son of a bitch.
we'll just have the weak survivors clean it up for us.
No, it'll just be like, you'll just have to close your eyes and be like that scene from Hotel Rwanda.
Bro.
Jesus Christ! I was gonna make a joke about like having like a cattle, like one of those like cattle wedges on the front of the golf cart to part the corpses, but that's somehow bleaker.
Right.
I saw that in school. Let's
think
think
we
about
will-
for a South African lady.
I think we'll end this up very soon, and we'll get to the actual arriving on Parros next time. Before we close out, though, Dillard does inform you guys after a few days of you getting your surgeries done, your companions' gear, all that, and just chilling out on the ship in general and getting settled back in. There has been a bit of kerfuffle and violence among the Crimson Clan down on their area of the ship. They've started, killing a few of themselves, each other in ritual duels. What caught Dillard's attention was, though, one of his guys got killed by the Crimson Clan, and he's a bit concerned, obviously. And he's wondering, should his crew either try and enforce their authority, or should they simply veer back and let those guys police themselves?
I would suggest, from a technical standpoint, they send in a maintenance checking squad every now and again, just to make sure that no major systems have been attacked.
I'll go in personally because I know I can take it.
Yeah.
No.
And I'll punch some people unconscious. Because every now, because you got to remember, not only do I punch hard, and I'm basically invulnerable, I also have toxic in all my punches. So or I walk in, I just okay, I'm gonna just click off all my containment protocols and irradiate this area for a while. You can all take a seat.
Yeah.
Also, none of you are having kids.
God damn.
But yeah, I'll play enforcer. I help bring them here. I'm gonna help keep them calm. Because I swear to God, I hate you people.
I might have just tossed Tasashi into that exact area, so
I mean,
I'm sure she can take care
to
of
set
herself.
some ground rules.
if you're going to deal with the coordinates, Johanna wants to come along for absolutely no reasons of wanting to make fools out of the coordinates if they end up.
Just to wind them
Might
up.
just bring one of the nulls.
Okay, everyone who wants to bring some fuckwit can bring some fuckwit, but I'm gonna go down there and lay down the law like you fucking behave yourself while you're on the ship.
Yeah.
I swear to God. On God, I will fucking air out this whole goddamn hangar.
It's nice and easy. What we do is...
We need to set some ground rules.
No. We don't need to do that. What we need to do is we need to make them a nice fight arena with nothing that can be damaged easily, accessible in their area, and then we take them down there at some point, and then we just leave them unattended and wait.
I like that.
No. We expand upon the fight arena and we make it an actual facet of the ship, making it so that fighting in there is legal for anyone who wants to fight in there.
I was gonna suggest we get like a really strong, like adamantine air hockey table, because like these motherfuckers will compete over everything. If we brought down to a game of skill, like they'll slow them down.
I really
We
like
bring them a
this.
Make them a nice
football.
hockey rink, but
Because you can
We
just...
bring them a fucking football.
Yeah,
all
well,
we need.
you can just make your own Coliseum, televise it to the ship's crew for recreational use as well.
Also, add
Oh, okay, that's our cover. That's our cover story. We'll just form a Blood Bowl league.
we're
We're gonna form a Blood Bowl. We're gonna be a traveling Blood Bowl
Invisible
like
Hand
stable.
FC.
rogue traders.
That's our cover
exchanging
story.
Blood Bowling.
We're just a Blood Bowl team. That's how we get onto the planet. It's fucking foolproof. We just pretend not to be chaos.
Oh, that's hilarious. I like that.
We could probably just go
We're a-
legit.
we're a traveling-
Fast forward like 10 years, we've gone legit. We're actually not chaos.
You just make yourselves real rogue traders. Yeah, you just...
We stick with the rogue trader, with this rogue trader cover, and have it be that we're a traveling troupe of performers. Our performance, murder, and bloodshed.
Yeah, Blood Bowl.
Yeah, because this is a
Yeah.
pleasure world as well, because these fuckers don't see a lot of violence on pleasure world, so they
God,
want
it's just the plot of Salute to the Jugger.
We could also go into the
Once a
matter of
one.
obscurity. It's rogue trader guiding a fucking Blood Bowl team.
That's
And we have like subsidiary league Blood Bowl teams on
Anyway,
board.
I like
Yeah.
the idea of having a Colosseum on the ship anyway, so if we make that part of our cover story, that's great.
I mean, if we're gonna keep a corny cult around the place, it's only polite. Like, you've got your orgy pit, they can have their fight arena.
Yeah. It's also kind of just what the World Eaters did on their ship, which I really loved. That was one of my favorite things about that book, was how they had literal, fights that they'd arrange with each other, and they weren't all to the death either. Like, that was a cool thing about it.
To be honest, a Colosseum fighting pit would be cool for Slaanesh as well. So Slaanesh can practice their fucking weird performance fighting.
Oh yeah, they can be like fencers. Yeah.
Yeah, it just definitely
Use the rapier.
gallery.
Yes. Haha, my dudes.
My dudes, I have the cool rapier. My big brain compensates for the thin.
It just cuts to Abaddon. It's just layman.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there is
only
art
Reckless
of
was
like.
here.
It just because don't worry, my dudes. I will drive the Blackstone Fortress. He just careens it into Cadia by mistake.
I have the rapier.
I'm pretty
The
sure there
Tower of
is
the
like
Forest,
ritual
but it's
star
just
of
rapiers.
Layman versus someone who's the Emperor. I can't remember who it was, but
I remember seeing this. But yeah,
Yeah.
just the Talon of Horus, it's just rapiers.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Russ is just knocking.
Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we'll sort the rest of this off screen. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of mostly a downtime fun session to set things up. Any final words from our lovely party before we head off?
I will continue to corrupt Dark Eldars to Slaanesh.
Fair. I will just convert everything to chaos as long as this chaos is good.
Alright.
Also,
Blood for the blood god, my dudes.
Alright. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you all again soon. Have a